Did anybody on our program get invited to Arrhur Aidala's wedding?
No.
Not me.
Not me.
No.
Wouldn't expect
Rob,
it.
did you?
Yeah, Rob.
Negative.
Rob was there.
Rob was the only one there.
He tweeted out some pictures. I saw him.
Looked good in the touch.
I like the chicken dance, Rob. That's cool.
I was irritated he gave me that phony answer.
Right.
About it. So, man, I mean, that's the thing that torqued me off. I was telling Connell.
Yeah, thanks.
I said, guess who I'm never going to have on again? He said, Arrhur Aidala. I said, that's right.
Yep.
And then now I'm irritated at Bernie. Well, Bernard, here's what Bernard does. This is unbelievable.
Oh, here we go.
Yeah, sorry, Arthur.
Bernard started out as an intern at NBC.
Wow, we're going back now.
Yeah, we're going back.
We're going to get the background.
Well, this ball-headed son of a bitch.
The altar boy.
So then,
wait a minute.
So what happens? I take one thing leads to another, and I take him under my wing.
Sounds like Boehner.
And here he is now.
A condensed version of the story. I like these.
And he gets characterized as the executive producer of the Imus in the Morning program. He's not the executive producer of anything.
It's not?
He's certainly not this program.
No.
He never has been. He never does anything.
What?
I'm the executive producer of the program. I just let him say that. And, of course, I pay him as though he is.
Uh-huh.
But that's going to stop when we have our conversation later today, which I just told him. This is what I like to do. I say to Bernard, I said, we're going to have a conversation off the air later today.
Right.
So then the rest of the morning he'll sit there and sulk like a little pansy that he is.
Nice. Nicely done.
And then...
So here's the latest thing he's done. He's on. They have the guy who shot bin Laden on yesterday, which is the 5th year anniversary of it. Mm-hmm. And my wife points that out to me, and she said, "Well, why didn't you have him on?" I said, "Well, I passed on him one time because I didn't think he should have been blabbing about it, and even though Lieutenant Colonel Bill Cowan had a reason yesterday that he thought it was all right." Because the guy had provided some closure to some of the families of people who lost loved ones in 9/11, and I apparently met with them down at the 9/11 memorial. But my next question was, why is it necessary to just keep appearing places?
Right.
So would I have had him on yesterday? I might have, had I been given the opportunity. So I say to Bernard, did you have him on? He says yes. Am I right so far, Bernard?
You're right, yes. We booked her at 9:30 in the morning yesterday.
Uh-huh. And so I said, well, why didn't we have him on?
Yeah,
he said, I'll have to ask Allie. So Allie, he immediately throws her under the bus. Because Allie...
I had no idea on Friday that the anniversary was going to be today. I had no clue.
And as the executive producer of the program, both you and Allie should know stuff like that. So, but Allie barely does. Well, the problem is she's up there up there in Central Park West in that office by herself.
Oh man!
So most of the time she's in there sucking on a bong or whatever she's doing.
It looks like Spicoli's van.
So she has no idea. She has no idea what's going on. She doesn't care what's going on. And you don't care what's going on.
Dude, that was my head.
You know how many hours I put in researching for this?
No, you don't. You put in hours researching stuff for those Bernie briefings,
well, that's
which
the
for
show.
the most part are terrible.
That's part of the show. That's what I do. That's what I'm tasked to do.
Once I came up with the idea for the Bernie briefings, you didn't even come up with that. Who came up with the idea for the Bernie briefings?
All credit and praise and honor.
No. My point is, if I hadn't come up with that, what would you be doing?
But I'm doing it.
What would you? No. You got to answer the question. What would you be doing? Why am I hollering?
I don't know.
God, it's
a brilliant idea. It was fantastic. And
what would you be doing?
How's that pillow?
You bastard.
Hours and hours.
I not come up with that idea.
Putting together a cardinal over the weekend.
What if I hadn't asked you to do the cardinal over the weekend?
I would.
And by the way, I asked you to do the cardinal last Friday And in all of the years you did the Cardinal, I would have to. People should know this. I'd have to ask the son of a bitch a week ahead of time because it took him that long to write it.
God forgive you.
I put in hours and hours. I'm here at 2 o'clock in the morning.
And poor little Tony and Rob, they have to write stuff every day.
Poor little
Tony and Rob, who work the little fingers to the bone, they're the best.
Oh, you're definitely
Tony and Rob are the best.
Plus,
I love them.
You jump the shark now. More take.
Never miss a
They
day.
have to write
Now.
stuff every day, sometimes during the show.
Amazing.
Never miss a day, and I'm on time every single day.
Well, what is that supposed to be? Taking a shot at me?
Cocked and loaded, ready to go.
Good morning. Show starts
With the best.
That is not true. I had to get on your ass here a couple of weeks ago to start participating in the program. You were just laying back doing nothing.
Cocked and loaded. Never.
I'm
That's not
sure.
true.
You know who we'll talk to about what a slacker you are and a loser?
Lou.
Sid Rosenberg.
Oh, great.
Lou is perfect.
Yeah, as a witness.
I'm going to ask Sid.
The only reason you're there at 2 o'clock in the morning is because you don't want to be home. Are you kidding?
I'm here working on the. I don't want to be
You are
home.
working on nothing. You're a lying skunk.
You're
Bernie
a
and Sid are coming up. One
vicious
is going
old
to do sports.
bastard.
Good point, Counselor.
Thank you. That sounds very hurtful.
Sid's perspective.
Arthur Aidala, I am never speaking to him again. He's such a phony.
Wow. Lucky Arthur. That's
God
almighty.
Well, I didn't think it was. Oh my God!
Yes.
We would have at least certainly have sent him. My wife knows him a lot better than I do. We would have certainly sent him something.
Sure.
Have you ever even had dinner with the guy?
Of course not.
And you want to?
I've never had dinner with anybody.
So I mean, all of a sudden you want to? You're offended. You didn't go to the wedding.
You're not friends with him.
No, you would have set his invitation on fire. Are you kidding?
No, I wouldn't.
You would have been
God.
You would have banned them from the program
Oh, my
for
God. You would be
deigning
making
to
fun
send
of
No,
you.
I wouldn't have.
Hey, guess who I got an invitation from? Get this.
What is he,
thinks
crazy?
I'm showing up.
Hey, he thinks I'm going to get him
Oh,
an
my
expensive
God.
present. That's what you would have said.
Is
I would
Arthur-
have got him something.
Is Arthur
Right.
Aidala kidding?
Yeah.
Well, Deirdre would have got him something.
Trying to cash in.
Not now.
You have the guy on 2 or 3 times, and he wants you to go to his damn wedding.
That's exactly
Well,
right.
this wedding will last like his other weddings, about 5 minutes.
That's lovely.
He'll be out doing something.
The guy just got
Yeah,
married.
that's why you weren't invited.
Got married Saturday, the guy.
Well, this woman has got a bit of. It's like a Stockholm syndrome. Working with this creep, and then she becomes his law partner, but then he's sneaking around the office. They're creeping up on her, and oh God, she's got to be horrified. Pretty well, I'll marry this bald-headed schmuck just to get him away from me.
Should give him the toast.
Right now, he's in the bar saying, "My plan worked."
Sleep in.
Oh, I'm done for a couple of months. Woohoo!
13 after the hour. Let's do some news. New with that. It's kind of a shame. Morning.